What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Expat D. I'm here to tell you some weird habits I picked up while I've been abroad. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm an expat. I'm originally from America and I've been living overseas. I've been here the past 5 out of 6 years. I first went abroad in 2003 and I've been back and forth ever since. Okay, so I consider myself kind of like a pioneer. Okay, I've been doing it for a while now. To tell you some weird habits that I picked up. Okay, number one is kind of being an adventure junkie. Okay, I notice when I spend long times in the States, things seem kind of repetitive. You know, you kind of have the same chain restaurants, the same chain strip malls, kind of this very similar activities from state to state in America. And when you go abroad, I just feel like things are so exotic. Okay, and then once you get a taste for that, I feel like nothing beats it. Okay, it's just not the same, you know, and compared to when I go back to the States. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the States, but when you get a taste of something, it's almost like riding first class. You know, once you get a taste of it, it's kind of no going back. Okay, so I'm kind of turned into kind of an adventure junkie. You know, I just love the process of going out of the country and, you know, being around a new language, a new culture, different types of food, maybe different driving rules, different customs, all that stuff is just such a rush. Okay, number two, where I'm living at currently, it is really, really safe. Okay, and it's so safe, I find myself not locking doors. Oh, that's a big no-no, right? In the States, I would never do that. Okay, but it's so weird here that when I come home and the door is locked, I'm kind of looking like, whoa, like, why is the door locked? Like, I'm like actually surprised. So that's just a beautiful thing. You know, I've come a long way, you know, from like some neighborhoods I lived in the past. And, you know, I remember like when I was in the States, I got my car broken into and, you know, things like that, house broken into. So it's so nice, you know, that it's so safe. I just forget. Even when I travel to other countries, I just kind of forget just how safe it is where I'm at right here. And the fact like I don't lock doors a lot where I'm at. And it's just, it's great just that safety is just not something that I initially think about where I'm at. Okay, number three, I learned how to ride motorcycles. Okay, scooters, motorbikes, things like that. That's something I never thought I would do when I was in the States. And now that's something that I love to do. That's really a plus. If I could travel to a country and I'm able to rent like a scooter or motorcycle, I'm able to get around. A lot of times it's quicker. The gas is really cheap. So it's really, and I just love it. I never knew I'd like something like that. I just love like the rush of just riding outside and the air hitting you and stuff like that. So yeah, just riding motorbikes, that's something, you know, that's something I just never thought I'd do. I just thinking about myself maybe 10 years ago, thinking that I'd be someone that rides motorbikes overseas. I never thought that happened. Okay, number four, another weird habit is having a lot of leftover currency. I've just got this huge bag of different currencies. I almost look like a spy. That's like something that like Jason Bourne or James Bond or something would have. But it's kind of a habit I picked up because sometimes when you go to different countries and you're exchanging money or you're pulling out money from the ATM, you don't know exactly how much to pull out. And when it comes towards the end of the trip, if you go to the airport, you may not be able to sell that currency back. So I just have like this huge bag of just like currencies from all over the world. And yeah, that's something that I have. Okay, and number five, I've learned to drive more aggressively. And I mean, I thought they were aggressive in like LA or Miami or some of these places, but it can get crazy when you're driving overseas. So I mean, I even do things that's just on the road crazy, like making a left-hand turn from the center lane. Like you would never do that in the States, right? Or, you know, I've seen people do that actually when I lived in places like Miami, and like some of the road rules that they were doing, I'm like, what on earth are you doing? But I guess now I kind of understand that a little bit more, you know, having lived abroad. But yeah, the level of aggression that I drive now, it's just on a different level. And I really have to scale back, you know, when I go back to the States. So yeah, so those are 5 things, that weird habits I've developed while I'm abroad. I'd say my top 5. Now, my channel, once again, I'm Expat D. I've got a lot of content coming. I've been abroad for a while. This channel is dedicated if you're somebody that thinking about living abroad, okay, especially if you have a family and you're on the fence and you want to hear maybe some inspirational stories of someone that made it happen. If you want to know some tips and tricks of how to do it and be sustainable. You know, I'm not someone here telling you some fly-by-night stuff and save a couple $1,000s and live on faith and until it happens. No, I'm about transitioning abroad and being sustainable. Okay, I'm able to do it. I'm able to bring my family here, and I'm able to send my son to, you know, a school that costs $50,000 a year. I'm able to save him money on college. I know a lot of tips and tricks to make things happen. I've traveled to over 35 different countries. I've traveled to, usually in a year, about 10 countries a year. I average for the past 4 years. So I'm enjoying my lifestyle. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's really exciting. Got something to look forward to. And if this is something you're interested in, definitely tune into my channel and really hear these gems I'm going to drop. Okay, this may motivate you to do so. And hey, I'd love to see you on the other side. All right. Hey, it looks like I'm sweating a little bit. It's kind of hot here. Okay, I'm just dedicated to wearing this sweater, huh? I'm just loving it. Okay, I feel like I'm sponsored by Nike. I'm not, but hey, might as well be, right? All right, so I'll see you in the next video. This is Expat D signing off. Peace.